Hello Leo, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your September tarot forecast. Welcome to my channel, whether you're new or you're coming back. I'm excited to have you here today and to deliver this message. As always, we're going to start with an oracle deck, with a little bit of a theme, recognition of a focus of a vibe for the month of September. Then I'm going to go into tarot to get you some guidance for your love life, your career and workspace, and the advice from the universe. And then I'll pull some cards with messages from your person of interest to yourself. Okay, let's get started right away. Just remember that this is a general reading, so take only what resonates for you. And if you're interested in getting more information for your personal story, do not hesitate to reach out via an email address for a personal reading or a coaching session. The first coaching, it's not really the coaching session, but the first call for the coaching for coaching is free, because we're gonna get on the phone to discuss what is it that you're interested to do, to achieve, to change in your life, right? I'll get to know your situation a little bit better, and then I'll give my suggestions of how I can help you, what kind of services I can provide, and then you will decide. I'm also thinking of introducing group coaching for certain areas, for certain topics that I get mostly asked about. So that is likely to come through in October. Watch out for more information. And I will start posting my podcasts on mindfulness on the channel pretty soon, so watch out for that as well, with some additional accompanying article on the blog, mindfulbamboo.com. We are doing some renovations with the website, so yeah, watch out for those as well. So Leo, you've got the Wise Leader card, and I love that it actually resembles a bit of a Leo vibe here, with that long hair, like the lion's mane, and even the yellow and orange color. Yeah, it's very liney for me. You're a beacon for others, and actually that's one of the lion's quality, the Leo's quality, but you know what I mean, right? Like Leo is all about that kind of lion's pride and being in public and being there for the community, for the crowd, for the group. So yeah, it makes perfect sense. You are a beacon for others. Beautiful message. Okay, let's see what we have with the tarot. What do we have for Leo watching this video in the month of September? If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to click the like button below the video, to subscribe to my channel, to leave a comment, to share it with your friends, those who will be interested in this message. You have Page of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Swords, Three of Pentacles. For the workspace, we have King of Pentacles, the Hangman, Four of Cups. And the advice is Two of Swords, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. Wow, that's interesting. Nine of Clubs, bottom of the deck. So yeah, I'm getting like the general vibe that you may feel at this point that you have put in a lot of work into something and you don't feel like it's paid back, like that you've achieved what you were looking for, or that it was fruitful enough, or it was worth the weight or the amount of effort that you put into this something. So let's see. For your love situation, we have Page of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Swords, and Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is actually one of my favorite cards, but in this deck it has a somewhat different vibe. So I would say that it's almost like there is a sadness from the lack of collaboration. It's almost like you feel like you are doing all the hard work in this relationship. You are doing like the rowing, for example, here, right? There are two people, but you're the one who is getting both of you, or you and your family at least, to safety or to a good place, right? You're also spending a lot of resources on it, and again, you don't feel like it's recognized, let's put it that way, right? Because it's not really an eye for an eye, or it's not that easy anyway. Like, People are not usually together in a relationship because of those aspects of it. But it's true that it shouldn't be taken for granted. And that's what I get here, that at least that's your feeling, that you've been taken for granted, what you've been doing for this connection. Here we have Page of Pentacles in reverse. So it's also, I'm getting that in the connection there's a little bit of a blind side. It's a little bit of a blind spot, sorry, a little bit of lack of recognition of what is going on. So there is something to work on for sure. And I'm getting this starts with transparent communication for the two of you, right? And you kind of like upping up your knowledge on healthy relationships and what it constitutes. For some of you, it will be more about healthy boundaries and individuality in the connection. For others, it will be more about efficient communication. And then for others, it's also about your ideal partner, what is love all about, right? Those kind of things. So there are definitely topics here to explore, but it still starts with the recognition of it, right? Like in order to fix the problem, you need to admit it in the first place. And I would say talk to your person about it for sure. If you feel like it's not really if you feel like you're not getting through to them, you can start with yourself. It will help big time. And if you recognize the patterns and you're doing the work from your side, and may feel like immediately you may be thinking, more work? I'm already doing so much and I'm supposed to do more work. But you know what more work also means? It doesn't mean, like there is a saying, work smart, not hard. It's about that. It's about the smart move, the smart work. I.e., if you're doing too much for the connection, for the both of you or all of you in the family, then maybe start building those healthy boundaries where you don't do an overwhelming amount of something. Like you don't put yourself, you don't make those sacrifices, right? You are creating an equal give and take partnership. And it doesn't matter whether you're like a man or a woman, whether you make more money or less money, right? It shouldn't be like that, right? It's supposed to still be this partnership vibe. It's supposed to be Three of Pentacles, like in the positive aspect of it, where you are working as a team and not like somebody's taking advantage of you. Not maybe for the good reason, maybe because that's their stereotype, that you're supposed to do all of these things that you're doing. For your love life, we have King of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and Four of Cups. Yeah, so it's an interesting topic because interesting combination of cards here, because I'm getting that you feel like you've reached a certain amount of success, a certain amount of made a certain amount of abundance for yourself, and your intention for the month of September was to keep like moving forward full speed ahead. But the universe decides otherwise, and they're putting you in a position where it's more of it's either preventing you from going further, and it's kind of like stopping you, putting you on brakes so that you slow down a little bit more, and you either savor this moment of success or you pay attention to how it's happening, why it's happening, right? It's not like just somebody waved the magic wand and it happened, but what is the secret sauce of this success? Or it may encourage you, like the events that are happening around you, and may encourage you to go a different direction. So you don't just keep doing things the same way that you've made your first, let's say, $1 million, right? But it's encouraging you to go in a different direction. Usually that's the business advice you would get anyway, right? That you're supposed to be changing your approach between those different milestones or phases in order to keep your success going. And in case, like the danger is in case you don't listen to that and you still try to follow through, that you may be missing an incredible opportunity. You see, it's the opportunity is behind the person, but it's all getting kind of like wasted, or somebody else is making advantage of it and not this person. Apologies about the train noises. But yeah, that's a confirmation actually that, that missing opportunity going through and away. So make sure that you don't miss an incredible opportunity while you're trying to follow the known trail, right? That you're doing things the trusted way that you've done it before. That could be a dangerous approach. And lastly, we have the advices: Two of Swords, Ace of Wands, and Ace of Swords. Yeah, so Two of Swords often is about having to choose, to make a choice intuitively, or having to choose between mind and heart, right? Kind of like, what is it, the intuition or the logical approach? And hence the aces here. And the idea is to use both of the tools. And I like seeing them as tools here, actually. We don't normally talk about that in the tarot concept, but you can, even if you literally take a sword and a wand as an example, you will need them for different occasions, right? Like one could be good for walking, for example, in difficult spots. And the sword is good as a weapon to fight off someone dangerous, or I don't know, to hunt something for food, right? Like they will have different application. So it's not about having to always choose one or the other. It's about knowing when to use what more than anything else. And your intuition is usually the one to guide you there, but you don't have to choose either or. That's the main point here. And that's what makes you a great leader, so that you don't have to go like bluntly, just like this way. It's gonna be this way or this way. I'm gonna, I don't know, promote this person or this person, or I'm gonna use just this information, right? You don't have to be that, what do you call it? You don't have to be that declarative. There you go. Let's get some messages from your person to you, Leo. Let's see what we have as a message from your person. Okay. We have, I never imagined so much perfection. That's a message for you from your person. I could be your hero, baby. And I miss you. Do you? So I miss you, I'm hearing, will resonate for some of you, not for everyone. And it could be because they feel like you've been so busy and trying to cover so much ground that you haven't had that quality time together for a while. So take it how it resonates. With these ones, I'm getting that for a lot of you, remember that pattern that I described as your person? For a lot of you, your person actually, deep down, they feel like they could be just as much of a hero in your story with the two of you as much as you are, or you have been putting your best foot forward and doing so much for the two of you. So they actually want to prove themselves to you as well, or to be able to provide and protect as well, just like you do. And they recognize that you've been doing an amazing job, but maybe you just haven't talked about it. Maybe they don't want to hurt your feelings, because if they offer that they do it the next time, you'll feel like you're not doing it well enough, right? Or they feel like they will do it better. And it's not about that. And again, it's not about that competitive vibe. It's more about, think about the difference between, like they often say there's a difference between a manager and a leader. You can look it up as well. There are a lot of memes on that topic, but yeah, essentially the leader is about, it's a lot about allowing, it's about empowering, encouraging. And maybe you are doing all the work because that's what you're used to from your previous experience, maybe from the way you were brought up, but it doesn't mean that it has to stay that way forever. So just be more open-minded and have that conversation with the person, with your person. Okay, I hope this has been good for you, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you all, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. Bye.